Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're diving deep like Barry Rue in a corruption case into the heart of Africa. We're talking about power, influence, the whole shebang. Forget what you think you know, because we're about to break down the top 5 most powerful countries on the continent. Now, before we get into it, let's be clear. Power is a tricky thing. It's not just about who has the biggest army or the most money. Although, let's be honest, those things help. It's also about influence, culture, innovation, and a whole bunch of other factors. So buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through the power dynamics of Africa. Get ready to learn about the nations shaping the continent and making waves on the global stage. This is going to be fun and maybe a little bit controversial. Let's go. First up, we've got the self-proclaimed giant of Africa, Nigeria. And let's be real, with a population bigger than most European countries combined, they kind of have a point. We're talking over 200 million people, folks. That's a whole lot of potential, a whole lot of market, and a whole lot of Yolof rice. But it's not just the numbers. Nigeria's got this vibrant culture that's taking over the world, from Nollywood movies to Afrobeats music. You hear Burna Boy on the radio, Wizkid topping the charts. Yeah, that's Nigeria, baby. And don't even get me started on their entrepreneurial spirit. These guys are hustlers, plain and simple. So yeah, Nigeria's earned its spot at the top. They're a force to be reckoned with, and the world's finally starting to take notice. Next, we're heading south to the land of Nelson Mandela, Braai, and, well, some pretty intense load-shedding South Africa. Now, South Africa is a bit of a paradox. It's got this world-class infrastructure, a robust economy, and some seriously stunning landscapes. I mean, have you seen Table Mountain? It's like something out of a postcard, except it's real. And this is a big but, South Africa is still grappling with the legacy of apartheid. The economic inequality is real, and it's a constant reminder of the challenges they still face. However, you can't deny their influence on the continent and beyond. They've got a powerful military, a strong voice in international affairs, and let's not forget, they gave the world Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, the dude's out there colonizing Mars. So yeah, South Africa's complicated but undeniably powerful. Now let's journey to the land of the pharaohs, the cradle of civilization itself, Egypt. I mean, these guys have been around for centuries, building pyramids while the rest of the world was still figuring out fire. Talk about OG power players, and they're not just resting on their ancient laurels either. Egypt boasts one of the largest militaries in Africa, and they play a key role in maintaining stability in a pretty volatile region. Plus, let's not forget the Suez Canal, that little waterway that basically controls global trade. Yeah, that's all Egypt, baby. They've also got this incredible cultural influence that spans continents, from their music and art to their delicious, delicious food. I mean, who doesn't love a good plate of kashari? Nobody, that's who. Moving on to East Africa, where we find Kenya, a country that's small in size but big on influence. They're like the little engine that could, constantly punching above their weight. And when it comes to culture, Kenya is killing it, from their incredible wildlife and breathtaking safaris to their vibrant music and fashion scene. Kenya is a cultural powerhouse. And don't even get me started on their athletes. These guys are basically superhuman, dominating long-distance running like it's nobody's business. Plus, Kenya's a major player in East African politics and economics. They're a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship, with a young and dynamic population that's driving progress. Keep your eye on Kenya, folks, because they're only getting started. Last, but certainly not least, we've got Ethiopia, a country that's been making some serious power moves lately. Now, Ethiopia has always been kind of a big deal. They've got this ancient history, a unique culture, and some of the best coffee on the planet. But in recent years, they've been experiencing this economic boom that's got everyone sitting up and taking notice. We're talking double-digit growth, massive infrastructure projects, and a whole lot of foreign investment. Plus, let's not forget their diplomatic clout. Ethiopia is home to the African Union, and they play a key role in mediating conflicts and promoting peace throughout the continent. So yeah, Ethiopia is definitely one to watch. They're like that quiet kid in class who suddenly aces all the exams and becomes valedictorian. You go, Ethiopia. So there you have it, folks, the top 5 most powerful countries in Africa. Now, this is just a snapshot, and there are plenty of other nations making waves and shaping the continent's future. But one thing's for sure, Africa is on the rise. The old narratives of poverty and conflict are being challenged by a new generation of leaders, entrepreneurs, and artists who are changing the game. So the next time you hear someone talking about Africa, remember this. This is a continent of immense diversity, incredible potential, and yes, a whole lot of power. Thanks for watching.